Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Cardano price, also the Bitcoin price. And guys, apologize, I have to use a different microphone today. It's a bit, it's not that good quality probably as the other one that I normally use. The reason is that one is broken. I'll try to get a new one today, but yeah, I have to use a headset now, which is probably not that good. Anyway, we still make a video, why not? And we're going to take a look at, as I said, Bitcoin, Cardano. So we start with Bitcoin briefly, then have a look at ADA USD and then ADA BTC. So start here with Bitcoin first. And on the Bitcoin chart here, we are on the hourly at the moment. On the hourly, we can see, in a previous video, I actually had this sort of as a horizontal here and something like a channel. But, then later we changed it to basically, yeah, like a ascending triangle here with that trend line going up. And that is what we're doing here on that trend line. We're just coming up. But what you can see, we actually came up, came down, and we're now below the trend line. Now that's a bit concerning to me with Bitcoin. It looks like we're currently retesting that line from below, potentially flipping it as resistance, which would mean that potentially that uptrend could be stopped temporarily. Now that can always happen, but if we drop below the 50 point, I think that's a significant one. So first of all, I think this low point here, which is at 53.5, if we drop below that, that could accelerate our move to the downside. And we get probably a bit of support here at 52K and then 50.4, if we really drop. But hopefully we are going to continue to the upside. There's just a bit of retracement up here because we just couldn't get through that 57.8K level that we had yesterday. But yeah, to be fair, quite a significant drop since yesterday, but we also were a little bit in the overbought range here. So we've come down here on the hourly. We are now in close to the oversold range on the RSI. So we just need to see. I just want to show you. Oh no, we'll do that in the video later today. I've got a trend indicator I wanted to show you. I'm gonna do that later in the update video this evening UK time, so in about 5-6 hours. In that update video, I'm going to show you the trend indicator that I normally use. It's a paid for one, so it's not one that you get for free, for example, on TradingView, but it's been very reliable. Just wanted to show you how we're looking on that, but I'm gonna do that in this evening's video because I'm not at home. I'm just on the laptop here in the office, so I'm gonna do that later. There you go. That's Bitcoin dropping at the moment a little bit. So that line here, by the way, I think we would need to get above that, pretty much where we are now. We need to get above, I would say, 55K to continue our move here, at least within this channel. At the moment, yeah, as I said, we're dropping, and that's not a great sign. Yeah, so I just need to see how that's going to develop. Now, with Cardano, we are also still in that range that we spoke about yesterday. Found, if you remember where we came from on the hourly here, we are in this triangle at the moment, but we've dropped below the lower support line now a couple of times. Now at the moment, we're again finding support above that support line. And if I make that a bit larger, you can see that here. Actually, it's something like a double top here forming, right? So that double top has a resistance here at 214, I would say, 214. So we came to that two tops here, couldn't push the price higher again, dropped then, but we also didn't break through the neckline because that would have taken us probably down to $2. Yeah, that target here from that double top. What you normally do, take the height of that top, right, to the neckline. That's the neckline. Yeah, you can see that here. Perfectly easily to identify, very clear double top, and then you add it here, and that takes us, yeah, exactly to $2, $2.01. So that would have taken us down. Now at the moment, it's looking like we're recovering from that. We're again above that ascending support line and still in that triangle again. So there's a bit of fighting around that support line here, around that level. Currently, as I said, around $2.12. So we are going to have a look how that is going to develop going forward. And also here on the ADA USD chart, if we zoom out a little bit, have a look on the 4-hour chart, we actually have something like a double top here as well. So if we're dropping further and really get down to the 191 level, and or even here at the $2 level, I think that could be regarded as a neckline for a double top here, which could then send us down further. So we have, let's just take that level here down to the $2 line. And that could, if that really breaks, yeah, if we get down to that level, then that could send us further down, nearly, to that level here around 170. So if you remember, I've been speaking about the potential further drop for a while now, just because why would you speak about prices booming if you can't see it in the structure and if you see the prices going down further? Yes, admittedly, we've made higher lows here. We've done that, but we've also made lower highs. So yes, that indicates a triangle, but still you're failing to see that clear buy signal and that clear uptrend here on the Cardano chart, unfortunately. And again, I'm not bearish on Cardano in any way, but we just need to be honest here with us, and we haven't seen that move to the upside yet. So we can't see that clear buy signal at the moment on the ADA USD chart, but it's looking much better on the ADABTC chart, and that's the one that I've been calling out now for a few days. I have to thank some of my subscribers for that, because you called it out. You said have a look at the ADABTC chart, and what we can see, again, just to repeat it, we've got this ascending trend line here, and whenever we pulled back to that trend line here since February, actually, it was a good buy signal for Cardano holders. Now, that's where we are at the moment, and if you can see here, we broke through on one day here as well below the trend line, and we've just done that again. We broke through, and we've broken through here just before we actually went to the moon, right? So we've broken through and found support and actually bounced back above that line. You can see it here, that long wick came all the way down. Now for a couple of days, we've been actually above that trend line again. Can see a couple of green candles, which is a first heads up that things might be changing. Also, you can see here on the ADABTC, which I find very attractive, we're coming out of the oldest oversold range, getting potentially a bit of an upside here on the RSI, which is good. And I mean, whenever you're in the oversold range, oftentimes you bounce back up, right, which comes along with an increase in the price. Here the ADX is still giving us a short signal. Don't really see that buy signal yet. And on the MACD as well, we can't really see a buy signal yet, but it looks like that it might start to turn around here, the MACD line, which will then potentially give us a buy signal in the next few days. Also taking into account here the 200-day moving average, we are currently below the 200-day moving average. And I think we need to get above that to really get a buy signal. I would want confirmation that we are in an uptrend before I go here and go long on ADA/BTC. But so far, what the history has done, really, it has looked, it's looking quite good, compared to what we did before. Whenever we were pulled back to that line, we really saw that uptrend. It is a strong support line, has been one for, well, nearly the whole year now. And the only things that make me a bit worry is that we are below all the moving averages now, which we weren't before. Before we were at least above the 200-day moving average, right? But we are just very close. So it could be that we are just bouncing above it in the next couple of days. And when that is the case, and potentially we get a buy signal here, I might actually go long on ADA/BTC, which I haven't done before. I've always traded ADA USD. Want to have a look on the weekly chart. I think that might be quite interesting as well. Here on the weekly, we can certainly see that we are above the 50 week and above the 200 week quite a lot. So these are important indicators that we are, yes, in a long-term trend and to the upside. But what we want to see is here the 200-day moving average is quite important. I think it will provide some good support going forward. So I just would want that confirmation here to go to the upside. So, and as I said, next target here, if we continue our move to the upside, is probably this high here. And I'm not going to read the number out because it is you got all these zeros, but well, it is maybe, well, it's the 0.00004238. I did read the number out in the end, but I think that is the high. If we get above that, then we can take our move to the next, probably here, the resistance level here, which was a low before, or even that high here at 0.4655. Okay, and if we get above that, probably next target, we're probably looking at the 4831 here. So let's just do that. And if we take the Fibonacci's here, which I think on this chart I haven't done before, let's just take a look at where we are. And there you go. We're currently finding support here at this Fibonacci retracement level, the 0.786. Currently finding support here, which is good. That next level that I gave you here, the high of that wick, is actually the 0.618, the golden pocket. And yeah, potentially we're going to climb up the ladders on the ADA BTC chart. So just want to give you a heads up. Later in the video today, in the next update I'm going to do, we're going to have a look at this trend indicator that I wanted to show you. I think it's particularly relevant for Bitcoin at the moment because Bitcoin is currently in a quite a strong uptrend. Well, now we are in a range market again at the moment, just sort of in a, or at least the uptrend has slowed down. But we want to see when we get a potential stop of the trend signal. Just want to make you aware of that if that is the case. And we're going to take a look at that in the later video. So if you want to see that, subscribe and hit the like and also activate all notifications. And Cardano is just waiting really to break out at the moment. So we're just still waiting for a buy signal or anything here. Okay, so hopefully you liked the video. Again, apologies for the sound quality probably. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe, and see you in the later updates today. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.